So up to this class, we have discussed the few methods that help us to calculate the present value or a future value. It means a time value of money. डोर क्लोज करता हूँ. So we are discussing the time value of money. Okay, time value of money means a value of the money will decline as a time pass. And in a time value of money, we have two concepts. One called compounded value, second called discounted value. In the other language, we call it. In other language, we call it future value or present value. Future value is depend upon the compounded interest. That's why it is called as a compounding value. And the future present value is depend upon the discounted rate. That's why it is also known as discounting value or discounted value. To find out the present value or to find out the future value, we have different techniques. Probably we have 4 techniques to do the calculations to find the answer. The first technique that we have learned, that is a future value of single amount. If I have invested a particular single amount in a particular scheme for a number of years, which amount I will get after that particular period. मैं किसी एक प्रोजेक्ट में किसी एक स्कीम में अगर एक ही अमाउंट लगाता हूँ, suppose 3,000 rupees for a single time for a single amount, then which amount I will get after a completion of that period, that called as a future value of single amount. Similarly, we have a present value of single amount. Here, if I will tell you that, or I am telling to you that I will give you a 10 lakh rupees in 2025. So what will be the right now value of that 10 lakh rupees that you will receive in 2025? That called as a present value of single amount, because you are receiving only a single amount after a particular period. So what will be the right now value, today value of that amount that you will receive in the near future? That called as present value of single amount. Okay. Now the third one that we have discussed in the last class, and that is future value of an annuity. Here annuity means series of investment. After a regular time period, I am investing something. For example, a life insurance. So in life insurance policies, generally we are paying the premium on a yearly basis. Okay. Like as a SIP, okay, like as a RD, recurring deposit. So in these schemes, we need to pay a particular amount on a regular basis. It may a monthly, it may a quarterly, it may a half yearly, or it may yearly. So if I invest 10,000 rupees for next 12 months, which amount I will get after 3 years, after 5 years, that called as a future value of annuity. It means a future value of series of investment. I'm not investing a single amount for a single time, but I am investing a same amount for a multiple times after a particular period. So it is called as a future value of single amount. Are we clear up to this? And to calculate this, we have used this formula. FVAN is equal to A in a bracket 1 plus R raised to n minus 1 bracket over divided by R. Already we have done one practical question, okay, with this formula. Now we are in the second practical question, and I told you to do at your place. किसी ने किया है ये question? Have you done it? Anyone? Okay. Those have completed, those have done, please write the final answer. Those have done it. Very good. Please write the answers. Okay. Today I will show you the shortcut to do the same. Who has done? Okay. Very nice. The answer is 5,01,060. Sorry, 660. This is the final answer. Okay. Now please be here, everyone. Open your book. Okay. Already we have done up to this. So now in the next step, whenever we have any practical question that is all about a future value or a present value or single amount or uh, annuity, in all the practical questions we have 4 tables. Okay, for a future value we have 2 tables, for a present value we have 2 tables, one table for a single amount and one table for annuity. So now please remember the text. 4 steps are there. Step number 1, write down the formula. Write down the formula. Okay, while solving the practical question, step number 1, first write down the respective formula. Then after, in the second step, step number 2, write down or put the values. Put the values. Here A means you have deposited 30,000 rupees in a public provident fund. Please remember this short name also, PPF. PPF stand for Public Provident Fund. That may be asked in a 1-mark question or MCQ question. Okay, so now A means 30,000, so write down here 30,000 in a bracket. 1 plus R means rate of interest. How many percentage? See the last line, 11%. Okay, so we'll write 0.11. Bracket over, rest to N. N means number of years. How many years? 10 years. So write down here 10 minus 1 bracket over divided by R. Rate of interest again 0.11. Are we clear about the step number 2? Okay. Now no need to go for more calculation. No need to go for more calculation. Just go to the table that provided to you like this. Just 1 minute. Go to the table provided to you. This table, which type of questions we are dealing? Future value of annuity. Okay. So go to the table. This is the first table, future value of single amount. Not applicable here. Okay. Now table number 2. Table number 2, future value of annuity. It means this table is applicable. Okay. Now see how many years? 10 years. So 10 years are here. Okay. And percentage 11%. So just 1 minute. I will increase the size so you will get the clear idea. And this is our answer. Sorry, this one is our answer. Which amount we have here? Which figure we have? I'm writing here. If it is not visible, then 16.7220. 16.7220. This is your step number 3. Go to the table, look at the value. Now we have found out the value, and now put this value. Now put this value here in a question. क्या वैल्यू मिली थी हमें? Can you tell me? 16.7220. Now this is your step number 2. Now do the calculation, do the multiplication. 30,000 into 16.7220, and I will guarantee you your answer will be 5,01,660. Yes, the simple calculator is allowed. Scientific calculation is not allowed. Okay, simple one is allowed. Okay, all of you are getting the same answer. So in each and every practical question, we need to follow these 4 steps. Okay, no need to worry about the internal calculation. Just look at to the table and put the values. But please remember, the table value represent only the bracket values. Always you need to multiply that particular value with the particular amount. It may be a principal amount, it may be a future amount, it may be a annuity amount of future value. Okay, are we clear up to this, everyone? Any doubt, any query? I see there are 42 students in a class and I'm not getting any response. Whether it is clear? Okay, all the answers from most of international students. International students. What about the regular students? Can I order a tea from Tea Post for all of you? अब वो होम डिलीवरी भी दे रहे हैं, तो क्या मैं ऑर्डर कर दूं आपको? Okay, so hope so. This type of questions are clear. Now moving for the next one. Okay, and next is similar to this one. In this, we are trying to find out the future value of single amount. Future value of annuity. Now we are moving for the next one, and the next one is all about present value of annuity. That is all about present value of annuity. But before that, okay, just look at the formula and then we go for the final discussion of a practical question. Is it? Write down the title, present value of an annuity. Present value of an annuity. Okay, look at the formula. We know that the present value means opposite to future value. So write down the formula PVAN. PVAN, present value of annuity, is equal to A. A means annuity or constant case outflow. In a bracket, in a main bracket, in a counter bracket, 1 minus your present value means reverse to future value. So when we have a multiplication, the reverse to that multiplication, here is we have division. So here the formula remains same, but this internal formula is changed. 1 divided by 1 plus r raised to n. Counter bracket over, main bracket over, divided by r. Formula is easy to remember. A, okay, in a bracket 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus r raised to n. Small bracket over this entire 1 divided by 1 plus r raised to n, this entire divided by r. Okay?
Right now, particularly for one formula we can remember, but there is an example that we will follow them, right?
Right.
That could be an
That point will come. Just wait. Okay?
they are almost similar. That's why.
I know that, and I'm dealing with subject from these last 3 years, so I know that how to guide the students to remember these formulas. Okay, don't worry, I will explain everything before the examination or before the final examination. I will guide you that how you can prepare for examination. Okay, right now we are focusing on clearing the concept and try to understanding the formula based calculation. Now this formula is simple. Okay, just now what we need to do, just we go for a practical question. Let me share one practical question and then we try to understand this formula. Okay, formula done. Now see this practical question. You are expect to receive 1,000 rupees annually for next 3 years. Each receipt occurring at the end of the year. At the end of the year means it's a ordinal annuity. If it's a beginning in the year, it means it's a deferred annuity. What is the present value of this stream of benefit if discounting rate is 10%? Okay. Now he asked me that, sir, how we can remember, because both the formulas are right. Okay. So whenever we have a present value, okay, at that time the word is discounting rate, because present value is always calculated on discounting rate base. When we have a future value, it means at that time we have interest rate or rate of interest. Are we clear how to differentiate both? When we have a rate of interest, at that time we have future value. It means we need to find a future value. And when we have a discounting rate or rate of discount, we are supposed to find a present value. Okay. Now 4 steps remain same. Just we need to change the formula. Now write down the formula first. PVAN, present value of annuity, is equal to A in a bracket, counter bracket, 1 minus 1 divided by that formula 1 plus r raised to n. Okay, this bracket over, now divided by r, main bracket over. Are we clear up to this? Done. Now put the values. A means amount, the constant amount. Here constant amount for next 3 years is 1,000 rupees. Okay, is equal, in a bracket 1,000, in a bracket, in a counter bracket, 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus r. R means your discounting rate, and your discounting rate means 0.10 raised to n. N means number of year. T. Okay. Bracket over, divided by r, 0.10, main bracket over. Now look at this step number 2. Everyone here only on the screen. It is easy to put the values. Is there any confusion? No, it's simple. Okay. Now no need to go for more calculations. Just go to the table. Okay. I am sharing the table here in the Excel sheet also. Which table? Present value for an annuity. Table number 4. Okay. Just 1 minute. See, how many percentage? How many percentage? 10%. How many years? 3 years. Plus, remember the title here, present value of an annuity. So here 3 years, and here we have a 10%, 2.4869. So write down the value here, 1000 into 2.4869. Just do the multiplication, you will get the answer. 2486.9. Yes, my dear, this all the tables will be provided in your final examination. Okay, this all the yes, no worry about it. But my advice to all of you is, again, I am repeating for a third time in your class, that whenever by today or by tomorrow, okay, I will upload this 4 tables PDF in your Google Classroom. Please make a printout and bring with you during the examination. If the supervisor does not have that tables in that particular class, you may ask supervisor directly or take a permission, sir, I have the tables, can I bring in a class? Okay, before that you may check, nothing is there except the table. No, this tables only. Okay, this tables only. No, ये वहां पे नहीं होगा, ये होगा आइडेंटिफिकेशन के लिए, ये होगा, बट ये फॉर्मूला नहीं होगा. चलो, so are we clear up to this one? Again I repeat, because maybe this is the last practical question of this method. Okay, first write down the formula. Number 2, put the values. Number 3, go to the table, find out the value and multiply the value with the amount. And step number 4, you will get the answer. It will hardly take 2 minutes to solve the practical question.
This question will be of 8 marks?
It will be for 4 marks. Okay? Rahil, now clear, beta? Yes. Okay. Now I am sharing one more practical question to you. Now in this practical question, you need to tell me which method, okay, which technique we are going to use and which formula will be applicable. Just I am sharing the question to you. Question number 19. Okay. And here, ये रहा आपकी screen. Read the question carefully. You have only 1 minute to identify the type of question. Whether we need to use a future value of a single amount, present value of single amount, future value of annuity, or a present value of annuity. Okay, please quickly write your answer. We don't have that much of time. Your father's deposits rupees 3 lakh on a retirement in a bank which pay 10% annual interest. Okay, how much can be withdrawn annually for a period of 10 years? future value of single amount. Prisha said, okay, Prisha says present value of single amount. Divya said future value of single amount. What about others? See, what is my experience or what is the experience shared by the past students that they know everything. They know the formula, they know the steps, they know how to see the values in a table. But during the examination, they forget or they are not able to identify the type of question. Okay, they are confused that which method we need to use. Future value of single amount, present value of single amount, or a future value of annuity or present value of annuity. So all my dear students, please remember these two rules to identify the type of method or a type of technique. Number one, whenever we have interest rate, whenever we have interest rate, it means it's a future value question. Are we clear about the condition number one? Whenever we have future value, it means, whenever we have a rate of interest or interest rate, it means it's about a future value. We need to find the future value. But again, in a future value, we have two types, a single amount or annuity. Whenever we have a word like annual or annually or yearly, at that time, it's a annuity. Okay? Whenever we have a word annual, yearly, per annum, at that time we have annuity. If you want to clarify more about this one, let me go to this first screens, okay, first practical questions. You will get the more idea. Now see this here. We deposited 1,000 rupees in a fixed deposit at a 12% interest rate annually for next 10 years. Now read the question, you will get the idea. How much total amount?
Yes, my doubt is that one.
How much total amount you will get? Okay.
In that question was written, how much can I be?
Now wait. How much total amount he will get at the end of the 8 years? This is a future value of single amount. He has deposited, or B or A has deposited 1,000 rupees or 80,000 rupees for a single time. It is a fixed deposit. In a fixed deposit, you need to deposit for a single time. Just 1 minute, one emergency call is. Guys, I will become back. Just 1 minute. Allow me for 1 minute. Okay. Sorry for inconveniency. Where we are? Okay. When? Okay. Now clear? Future value means interest rate. Here interest rate. Okay. And total amount you need to find in a single amount. When we have a question like this, question number 12. Okay. Here you deposit 1,000 annually and a series of investment. The word is series of investment. Or else deposited final amount your public provident for next 5 years. Which amount? 30,000. Your word is per year. In a previous question, annually. Okay. But in a single amount, you are depositing a single amount for a first time or a last time. Clear? Okay. And when the word is called like in the previous question, discounting rate, it's about a present value. Okay. Whenever we have what discounting rate, it means we need to find a present value. And again, here if the word annually, per annum, per year, yearly word is mentioned, it means it is a present value of an annuity. And if the single amount is there, okay, find out the present value of 10,000 rupees at a 10% discounting rate after 5 years, it means it's a single amount. Now these 4 types of practical questions are clear. Okay. Any doubt, any query? No. Now see here, 3 lakh rupees deposited in a bank at a 5% annual interest. Here interest means which value we have? No. Future value or present value, which we need to find? Future value. That is clear? Okay. How much can be withdrawn annually for next 10 years? Here, which word is used? We are not required to find which amount you will get after 10 years. 10 years के बाद आपको कौन सी अमाउंट मिले वो हमें नहीं देखना है. अगर वो देखना होगा तो क्या होगा? Future value of single amount. But we are looking for amount that you can withdraw annually. So it means it's a future value of annuity. Yeah. Okay, so now the concept is clear. Future value of an annuity. And whenever we have future value of annuity, we need to use this formula. Write down the formula here like this. Okay. Now try to put the values. Now put the values. A, amount. Okay. Here A means amount. But all my dear students, please remember this 3 lakh rupees is not an annual amount. Annual amount you need to find.
Yeah, we have to find.
Okay. A you need to find.
I go to grammar.
Okay. I'm waiting for some replies or some queries, but nobody has raised the query. So that's why I'm sharing right now. Sir, when we have annual interest, we are required to find future value, my dear. Whenever interest rate is there, it means a future value. Or whenever discounting rate is there, it means present value. So here, FVAN is already given to you. How many? 3 lakh rupees is equal to A is missing. A means annual amount that supposed to deposit every year. So 1 plus R means rate of interest 0.10. Okay, bracket over raised to n number of years. For how many years? 10 years minus 1 bracket over divided by rate of interest 0.10. Okay, again, no worry about the internal calculation because we have shortcut, we have table. So directly go to the table. Okay, this is our table for a future value of annuity. How many years? 10 years. And how many percentage? 10%. So it's 15.9374. So put here 3 lakh is equal to A in the bracket 15 point something called 9374 bracket over. Now A is equal to 3 lakh divided by 15.9374. Do the last calculation, you will get the answer. Sorry? 18,000. 18,000.
823.
Point.
0.64752.
2 points are enough for final answer. Are we clear up to this? It's simple. See here, the examiner has changed the language only. Okay? Nothing is new. Nothing is new, but he or she has just changed the language. With this, our main types of practical questions are over. Okay? And okay, let me share one more question to you, one more type of question to you, and then after we are going to end this entire session. Just 1 minute. See, up to this, we have seen that if I invest a single amount for 10 years, 5 years, 15 years, but if somebody asks you that if I invest that particular X amount for unlimited time period, then which amount I will get? Are you getting my point? कोई आपको पूछे कि मैं कोई एक अमाउंट आपको नंबर ऑफ इयर्स के लिए जब तक आप चाहो तब तक के लिए इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए रेडी हूं, सो व्हाट इज द राइट नाउ वैल्यू ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर अमाउंट कि जो कभी एंड ही नहीं होने वाली. यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? सपोज I have invested in a government bonds. So bonds are never ending. Every year you will get the some interest on that bonds. Okay. Now my question is very simple. If it is unlimited life period, then how can I know that which amount I will get? So for that we have a next value, and that is present value of an perpetuity. Or you can call it present value of infinite case flow. Present value of infinite case flow. Infinite means unlimited, जिसकी कोई लिमिट नहीं है. जैसे हमारा जियो का कॉलिंग है अनलिमिटेड. That up to you that during that particular period how many calls you can make. There is no any upper limit. Okay. Similarly, we have no upper limit that for how many years it's going and going and going. It's like as a lease. Are you aware about the concept of lease? Okay. If I have taken a lease of this particular building, okay, then up to my willingness, I can use this building. It may have 5 years, it may have 10 years, it may have 20 years, it may have 50 years, it may have 100 years, it may have 200 years. Okay. Up to that unlimited period. The concept is clear, and you know to surprise that the formula is very simple. Your present value is equal to your annual outflow or annual investment divided by rate of interest. Just write down the title and the formula. Present value of infinite duration, infinite period. On the same slide, I will share this question to you, so you will get the idea. A limited company has taken a freehold land on lease enjoyable for unlimited time. If the rent is 60,000 per annum and rate of interest is 5%, find out the present value of that particular land. So very simple, put the value. P is equal to A divided by R. Just 1 minute, I know the time is over, but it will take only 1 minute. $60,000 divided by 0.08. 7 lakh 50,000 like this. Are you sure? With 7,50,000 like this. तो आपने कुछ गड़बड़ की होगी कैलकुलेशन में. Do the calculation properly. 60,000 divided by 0.08. You will get the 7,50,000. Are we clear about this one? Are we clear about this one? Okay, for infinite time, the simple formula A divided by R. Now for the next session, we are trying to learn that how banks are calculating the interest. How banks are calculating the interest on no. That is not per day. Okay, that we will discuss in the next class, and that is called as intra-compounding or intra-discounting calculation. Intra-compounding or intra-discounting calculation. That we will see in the next class. For today's session, is it enough? Okay. So thank you so much for joining. And after writing the enrollment numbers, you are free to leave and enjoy a tea break. Have a nice day. Stay at home, stay safe, and take care. Bye-bye. See you soon in the next class.